Hello, and welcome to Totally Approachable Yoga. I'm Christine. Welcome. Well, I tried to do a couple of videos yesterday, and the lights from the Christmas tree were making it look a little bit weird. So then I redid it, and then the mic wasn't working. So let's hope this one works pretty well. It's a busy time of year. It's the holidays. So just going to try to fit in a quick grounding yoga practice. Let's get started. Start on your backs. If it's too much on your low back to stretch your legs all the way out, you can bend them, put your feet flat. And let's just take 3 centering breaths. If your legs aren't already bent, please bring them in. Put your feet flat on the mat, and let's just windshield wiper our legs. Get some blood moving in those hips. And still the movement. Bring your knees up. Give yourself a hug, some spinal circles. Go into the other direction. Let's let our knees fall to one side, arms out as a T. And back to the other side. And reach up, circle the wrists. Do a stretch overhead. I have a bolster in my way, but that's okay. And let's rock up. Sit cross-legged if you can. Rest your hands on your knees. Let's do some gentle neck stretches. Look over to one shoulder and the other. Again. And from the center, tilt to one side. Gently pull your head over while using your other hand to pull that shoulder down. Feel this stretch. And then switch. And inhale up. Gently grab one wrist and do a side bend and try to keep this hip grounded. And down. Do it to the other side. And down. Open up. Give yourself a hug. Open up and reverse the cross. And now let's do some gentle body circles. So you're sort of doing a variation of cat and cow when you do this. Hope that lighting didn't mess us up. It's on a timer. Anyway, when you come back, you're in cat, more or less, because you've got that rounding of the spine. And when you come forward, you're in cow, and sort of widening your column. When you feel ready, circle the other way. Okay, let's come to tabletop. Let's fix our yoga pants in the meantime. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in line. Legs at right angles. Let's do a real cat-cow this time. So look forward. You can tuck your toes if you want. Flatten your feet and round. And forward. Pull back into a modified child's pose, almost like a puppy pose. And now lift those hips up. And let's get right into down dog. You might have to adjust where your hands are. So pedal at the feet. Wiggle the hips. Bend your knees deeply. And then settle in. Let's take 3 rounds of breath. Now, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of your mat. Reverse swan dive up. Hands in prayer, down in mountain pose. Inhale up, swan dive down. Come halfway up with a flat back. Plant your palms, step back into plank. If it's too soon in the practice for you to maintain this, if your low back feels strained, drop your knees. But if you're okay with this, let's hold plank for a couple of breaths. Really tighten your core. And now come all the way down. Come down slowly if you can. Push your props out of the way. Take your fingers, bring them up in front of your shoulders a little, and come up into a gentle back bend. We're not coming all the way up into a full cobra or up dog. Come back down. Bring your hands back, tuck your toes, and lift up. Come through plank and into down dog. Lift the right leg up. Circle your foot. Bring your knee to your nose, and as you do it, come forward into like a plank. And then up again. And bring it all the way through. Drop that back knee. Come up into a low lunge. Really ground down into that front foot and feel the stretch on the front of the opposite leg. Take 2 breaths. Now, if you're feeling steady, tuck that back toe and see if you can pop up that knee. And you're in a high lunge. It's a little wobbly, I know. And from here, frame your foot, bring the back foot up to meet the front, and come all the way up. High prayer, and down into Tadasana. Inhale up, swan dive down, halfway up with a flat back. Plant those hands back into plank. Slowly lower down if you can. Gentle back bend. And pop back up to down dog. Let's do that sequence on the left. Left leg up, circle your ankle. Knee to nose and come into a plank. Bring it back up high, 3-legged dog. And now bring it all the way through. Always help it if you need to. Drop that back knee. Lift up. Low lunge. Take 2 breaths. Feel the energy through your hands. Feel grounded in that front foot. And pop the back knee up. A little more steady on this side. Straighten that back leg if you can. Bring the back leg up to meet the front. And dive down. All the way up. And come down into Tadasana. All right, that was a quick warm up. Now let's do some balancing poses. We're in front of the Christmas tree, so it seems fitting we should do tree pose. Ground down into one foot. Before we go into full tree, lift the opposite leg up. Flex that foot, flex it a lot. It should help with your balance. Focus on something that isn't moving. And when you feel steady, open the hip up. Put the flat part of your foot on the inside of the opposite leg for tree. If you feel wobbly, you can put that foot all the way down. Your toe can touch the floor. I have it kind of above my ankle. You can put it all the way up on your inner thigh. Just don't press it against your knee. And if you feel confident, you can blow your tree branches. Whoa. All right. Back up and down. Shake it out. Let's repeat that on the other side. Put all your weight on that one foot to your other foot naturally can lift up. Bring it up. Your hands can be on your hips if that helps. And after you feel steady, open your hip. I'm going to try this one a little bit higher. Focus on something that isn't moving. Raise your branches and let them blow. I'm always a little bit better standing on this foot. Bring it back and down. Nicely done. Let's come into chair pose. Inhale and sit back into your chair. Tuck your booty in, engage your core. Your arms can be, outstretched at a diagonal, or if that's too much, hands at your hips. You could even put them in prayer. See if you can sit down a little bit lower. Now, before we come out of this pose, bring your arms behind you and see if you can come up onto your toes. Nicely done. Come all the way down. Hang in ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows and frame your head and just sway. And lift all the way up. Step your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. Point your toes towards one end and the other toes in, but your hips are facing the long end of the mat. Arms out in a T. Let's reach as far as we can, and then drop down. You can use a block if you want to, or you could just have your hand on your shin. The point is not to touch the floor and compromise bending forward. You're supposed to be open, your arms in a T. And from here, you can do reverse triangle. And now, let's try to challenge ourselves and do half moon. If you have a block, it can help. Put it about a foot diagonal to the side of your foot. And lift and open, similar to how you were open in triangle, but your leg is flying. And try not to be gripping that block too much. It's really just a guide. You can even challenge yourself by lifting your hand off it. And come back down gently, if you can, with grace and dignity. And let's switch that. Go to the other side. Switch where your feet are pointing, arms out in a T. Inhale. And reach. And down. Again, you can have your block here if you want. And arms up. This is not a great triangle. I can actually see my reflection. And reverse it. And half moon. Up and open. Really flex that flying leg. And when you're ready, come down with grace and dignity. Good. Let's center ourselves. 5-pointed star. Squat down into goddess pose. Again. And down. And one more time. And down. Okay, shake it out. Let's come down to the mat. And come all the way down. Lift one leg up into a figure 4. Flex that foot. And bring the bottom leg up. You can grab behind your thighs and really open up this hip. Switch the cross. And up. And now we're going to do a restorative bridge pose. So we already know how to do bridge probably, but let's inhale. And on the exhale, ground down into your feet and lift up your pelvis. And for restorative bridge, you can place a block under your sacrum. So it's sort of supporting you, and you can relax a little on it. And you can put it on any level. Try to feel the opening here. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes and just breathe. Lift up, slide the block out. Come all the way down. Give yourself another hug. And let's get ready for Shavasana. Since I have my bolster, I'm going to put it under my knees. You don't need to do this, or you can if you have a couch cushion. It helps with relieving pressure in the low back. Lay back. And as usual, I'm going to tell you, set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Be grateful for this time you spent on the mat. It was quick, but we did do some energizing poses and some balance poses, and now we get to rest. When you've rested for long enough, you can roll to one side, fetal position, and push yourself back up to sit. Thank you for joining me. This is a good time to tell you that if you have any last minute gifts you want to buy, my book is on sale at Amazon. The paperback is $7.99. The Kindle version is $2.99, and it's free on Kindle Unlimited, and it is called Unraveled. Namaste.